We're here at the NAMM show 2020, day 3, right here. And we're with our great friends, Mr. Ron Entwistle, Mr. Tony Maserati. We got Doug Fearn here, me, Joff Hazelrigg, and my brother George, talking to Tony, talking to Ron. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Excellent.
Doing great today.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no, we're glad you're here. So you recently acquired a VT-7 and VT-5.
Yeah, I did, and you know, as most of the gear that I own, Spider is the one who insists that I try things out, even when the price tag is a little higher than I think I can afford. And usually is the case when Spider says it's good, it's good. And of course I couldn't let it leave the room, and now I use it on every mix, and I feel like I'm a lucky guy that I'm standing here right now with the brains of the whole operation, and I've got good sounding mixes, so I can't be disappointed
And happy
at
clients.
all. Happy clients, yeah. Yeah, very happy clients.
Well, like all the products, I built them for something that I needed. I wanted a certain sound.
Yeah.
And I built it, and if it becomes a product, that's great, you know?
Yeah.
But it's all built for me originally, and then it goes to people that hear the same way I do.
Well, you know, one of the things about the gear and the way it's laid out is it takes a minute for me to think about what I'm doing, because the controls are not normal typical controls, whether it's the EQ that's, you know, moving up to decrease, but it's very deliberate, of course, because it's all stepped, and I really dig that. But ultimately it's the sound. And I was working on a record by this band called the Overcoats, and Justin Risen had started the project, and of course he's got the VT-7 and the VT-5, and he insisted that I try it out. So of course I got in touch with Ron, and Ron got in touch with y'all, but ultimately he was right. The sound is impeccable, and whether, you know, my assistant Miles at this point, he put the VT-5 in my template because he insisted that it's on every single mix, you know, and I think that you know, it's one of those things that at times can be quite subtle, and at times can be, you know, you're trying to wonder and figure out what's the magic going on here. Can I just, you know, put a GML on it and boost the top end? But it's not that at all. It does other stuff. Whether it's, you know, obviously it's the circuitry that makes it as sublime and lovely as it is. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Well, I want stuff that never annoys you.
Yeah.
That's sort of my goal in life, is to eliminate everything that annoys me.
Yeah,
You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a very good point, because one of the things that I use the VT-7 for is to smooth things out. And again, the controls are put together in a way that make me think differently about what I'm doing. You know, I'm not just, you know, raising the threshold or lowering the threshold. I'm actually, you know, paying attention to how that threshold variation is changing the sonic quality of the material that I'm working on, you know. And that I find to be, again, the best word I can use is sublime, because really you get things that you're not expecting, which is, you know, obviously what's great about your equipment, and it makes it very useful in an environment that is very competitive, you know.
Usually when people are thinking about tubes, they're thinking about adding color or adding harmonics or making things warm or saturated. And it's often the case that you can send something that was recorded in a kind of typical digital solid state way, send it in to the VT-7, your whole mix or a single track, and it'll actually sound cleaner when it comes back. I don't know how to explain this. But it's an interesting phenomenon, and it's not the way tubes are marketed in the pro audio space. And it would be great if more people understood the way that tubes operate and the way they affect sound. It's not just to add.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, from my perspective, tubes sound like the music. Solid state generally does not. You know, and to me, it's not that tubes have some magical sound. It may be that it preserves something that we've sort of lost in the industry. You know, just that sonic character of the music. And that's always what appeals to me, and that's always what I'm looking for.
Nice. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, NAMM Show 2020. We're getting to the end of this thing, and we hope to see you back again soon.